Good morning, Atlanta. Today on Play to Win, will UGA's defensive coordinator Dan Lanning be a distraction? How do we make bowl games matter again? And why do the Falcons like the road? It's all of that and more coming up next on the fastest 30 minutes in television, football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by Montlick Injury Attorneys. Our attorneys know what it takes to win. AT&T and Beaver Toyota. Welcome to football's Play to Win with Falcons All-Pro defensive end Chuck Smith, Falcons All-Pro offensive tackle Bob Whitfield, Play to Win expert Jeffrey the Edge Schechter, college and SEC football expert Chris Marler, Falcons All-Pro wide receiver Terrence Mathis, and your host, Nikki Williams. Today's hometown team report is being brought to you by Montlick Injury Attorneys. Our attorneys know what it takes to win.
Happy Saturday. Welcome back to another football's Play to Win. Our hometown team report is brought to you by Montlick Injury Attorneys. Starting lineup a little different here at the top of the show. We've got Chris Marler with us, Chuck Smith, Terrence Mathis, everybody else joining us here in just a little bit. But Chris, you have been especially excited about signing day. So tell us what's got you so jazzed.
First off, I can't believe y'all don't think I look like Bob. That's crazy to me. But yeah, signing day, one of the most exciting signing days we've had in years. You got the number one player, this on Wednesday afternoon, you have early signing period, the number one player in America from Collins Hill High School, decommits from Florida State after 2 years to go to an HBCU in Jackson State, play for Dion. Listen, I was so excited. I fell out of bed. I got a cut on my head now. All of it worth it. It was the best signing day I've seen in forever. So.
Well, signing day is the most exciting time in the country for high school students. But here's the thing. The night before, Norvell signed an extension with Florida State. Then he wakes up the next morning and loses the number one guy in the nation. Oh, my goodness. Them boosters, the AD, the president are scratching their heads right now. How does that happen?
How does it feel to be a parent going through this process, Chuck?
Oh, I went through it last year, Nikki. It is stressful. I'm telling you, the highs, the lows, but I'm going to tell you the best feeling is when your son does sign that national letter of intent and you know where he's going, all the pressure's over, all the trips that you took, all the different, the camps that you did, it comes to an end. No more coaches are calling. Then you kind of have peace. And it's just a great feeling as a parent to this day and the day after.
It's so cool to be able to have you guys up here because you've got such an interesting perspective being there. And also, what do you guys think about players sitting out bowl games? Terrence?
I don't have a problem with it because, history, who was it? Willie McGahee, Melvin Braxton played in bowl games, tore their knees up, and they were first-round draft picks going into those bowl games. So these guys are looking towards the future. I think they feel like they gave enough to their school and to their teammates. Their teammates are not mad at them because it's about their future, and they're putting their future off the line, not on the line, but off the line by not playing in the game and potentially getting injured.
Chuck, do you agree with putting the eye before team?
Look, I look at it in different situations. Nikki, that was good. If I'm playing for the national championship, I'm playing. I'm a senior. Right. I'm the number one ranked pass rusher in America. In Tennessee, playing for the championship or the SEC championship or the national title, I'm balling. Now, if I'm on a scrub team and we terrible and we have no reason to play, I'm sitting out and I'm going to get ready for the draft. But make no means about it. To me, it has a little more to do with the kind of player you are. Hey, I had a dog mentality. I just like to play, and I'm always going to play if Tennessee was in the championship. Heck yeah.
We're just getting moving. We're going to make you laugh in the next block. You don't want to miss it. It's the best college quotes of 2021. We'll be right back on football's Play to Win.
There's slow, and there's insurance companies slow. Good thing for you, we know a few things about dealing with insurance companies, so you don't have to. After you're hurt, never go it alone. Speak with a Montlick attorney today.
Chevy is taking people lots of places this holiday.
We're going sledding!
We're going to find the perfect tree.
We're going to Nana.
Let your Chevy dealer take you there with Chevy Red Tags, where the price you see is the price you pay.
Happy holidays from Chevy.
Find new places, find new roads. Very well qualified buyers may also be eligible to get 0% financing on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, you may qualify for $500 bonus cash when you find your red tag. Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
At Reliable Heating and Air, every day we roll out before the sun rises. We carry a lot in our trucks and use cutting-edge technology and work late so you can sleep easier. We get uncomfortable to restore your comfort and keep you warm all winter long. Heating, cooling, hot water, plumbing, and electrical. Our results make us always reliable.
Get any size furnace for just $49.99 a month.
Tossed, buffalo sauce, hot honey flipped, boneless dipped, Arby's razzled, buffalo dazzled, hot honey $5 boneless wings and crinkle fries deal. Arby's, we have the meats.
There's never been a better time for you to get the truck and the price of your dreams. Oh, and for a limited time, the vehicles may be purchased with zero down and no payments for 3 months. Your pre-owned truck center is now open. Visit us at beavertoyotacumming.com. We're here to wow you.
Today's SEC and ACC report is being brought to you by your Southeastern Nissan dealer.
Welcome back. It's time for our SEC ACC report brought to you by Greater Atlanta Nissan. Chris Marler, who would you say has been the biggest loser in the transfer portal thus far?
Let me think here. Dabo Swinney, for sure. And he'd probably take top 1 through 5 if we did a top 5 ranking too, because it's not just the fact that he has struck out repeatedly in the transfer portal or lost players or anything like that. It's that he's been so outspoken about it. And I don't know what it is about Clemson athletics that do they not have money? Is like little old Clemson also like poor old Clemson? Because like every other team is in the transfer portal. There's been 400 FBS athletes that have entered the transfer portal since December 1st. How is Clemson the only one having an issue with getting players?
All right. Well, I don't know. Chuck, do you think somebody else is lost in the transfer portal besides Clemson?
Yeah, I think Chris is right about that, but I think there's a lot of cats out there that's lost. To me, what I see a lot, Nikki, is that a gang of kids that as soon as something goes wrong, I'm up out of here. As soon as I don't get to play a start as a freshman, I'm leaving. So to me, some of the perseverance and some of the reasons that make you great, that make you achieve, like standing there and grinding it out, some of this is about money, but some of these kids that I know the kids, because I train some of them, they running because they ain't ready to compete and try to fight their way to get a starting job. So it's two sides to this, and that's my side, Nikki.
Well, listen, I love that Bob is here because there's nobody I like to laugh with more than Bob. We're going to play a little quick game here. I'm going to throw out a quote. You're going to tell me who said the quote. Bob, I hope you can guess this one. The quote is, I'm in favor of execution. Maybe our entire team needs to be executed after tonight. Who said it? Raise your hand. I stumped you, Chris.
That would be LSU head coach and apparently longtime Cajun, Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly, that's right, after his overtime win over Florida State.
One for Chris. All right.
One for Chris. All right, what about this one? I mean, I completely hate candy corn. I like gummy bears for sure, the Haribo ones. It's got to be the Haribo ones. Are you at it again, Chris?
Saban, right?
Who?
That's Mike Leach, man. No, Saban don't eat candy. He don't have any kind of fun. That's Mike Leach.
Mike Leach, after beating Vanderbilt a week before Halloween. Guys, disappointed in y'all. Now it's time for the college football showdown.
Today's Showdown of the Week is being brought to you by AT&T. More for your thing, that's our thing.
We got bowl season starting now. Which bowl game are you most excited about, Bob?
Ooh, the playoff ones, because that's when college football to me gets really intense. I don't like those early bowl games, even though I'll watch some of them, but I won't pay that close attention to. But those playoff CFP games are the ones that I'm really going to be excited about.
Any specific bowl game?
No, not any specific. Of course, like what Bob said, the CFP games are always great. New Year's Day games are always great. You get some, black eyed peas, some collard greens, start your year off right. But I mean, honestly, all of them. There's nothing better than Tuesday, 11 a.m. football to me.
It's like one to the next. Someone's really excited. Someone couldn't care less. Doesn't matter. We got a big situation going down at Georgia, and we're going to talk about it next. Is it a distraction? Let's find out. Coming up next on Football's Play to Win.
This might look like a cliffhanger.
But this is the Nissan sales event ad. There's something to hold on to.
This is the part where I rush to save the day.
Wow, what a ride.
Hurry in and save up to $42.62 on select models.
Better bring that home for the holidays.
Hi, honey. Oh, I missed you.
You just want to video call the kids.
Okay. Hush, little baby. Don't say a word.
But if slow upload speeds turn your good night call into an accidental horror movie,
Can you hear me?
shut it down. Just remember, you're not a bad mom. You just need better internet.
AT&T Fiber delivers faster upload speeds for more reliable video calls. Get AT&T Fiber, plan starting at $35 a month for a year. Limited availability in select areas. Call 1-877 only ATT.
Welcome to Hope USA. It's a feeling that exists inside us all. And real places where Wells Fargo and small businesses are working together to help bring hope to the streets of our communities and beyond.
I said yes to protect myself, my family, and my students.
I said yes to the vaccine to keep everyone safe.
I said yes because I wanted to get back in the classroom.
I said yes because I want to see my friends again.
I said yes because I lost a brother-in-law, a sister-in-law, and a niece.
I said yes because I just miss my family.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Say yes to the COVID-19 vaccine.
Today's University of Georgia Report is being brought to you by Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow ya.
Today's Dog Report is brought to you by Beaver Toyota. Defensive coordinator Dan Lanning, he's headed over to Oregon to take that head coaching job, but he's going to stay with Georgia through the playoff. Do we think that this is going to be a distraction? Chris?
You need to look no further than who his head coach is if you think this is not going to be a distraction. That is Kirby Smart, and his last game as the Alabama defensive coordinator. That was the game in 2015 against Deshaun Watson where Bama gave up over 600 yards of offense to Deshaun Watson and Clemson and almost lost. 40 points, 600 yards of offense. I'm sure he'll be fine.
And Chuck, how much credit do you give for the defense to Lanning, or has it really all just been Kirby Smart anyways?
Well, I give a lot of the credit to Dan Lanning, and let me tell you why. When Dan came in there, part of the thing that Kirby said, he wanted someone to come in there and create a pass rush culture. Dan Lanning, from the time he was at Memphis, I remember him, he was all about pass rush. He came in, and in conjunction, Kirby gets credit also because he has a big hand in that and being a coordinator, but also got to give a lot of credit out to Trey Scott, Dan Lanning. I mean, there's a whole staff of guys, y'all, that have done a good job, but Dan Lanning, he's the head guy at the table from the defensive staff, and so he deserves a lot of the credit. Kudos.
Bob, what do you think?
I think you have to ask those players how they're going to play on this stretch where they know their defensive coordinator is leaving. They're going to put their hearts out on the line. So Dan Lanning is going to be responsible for keeping those Georgia Bulldogs focused in for this playoff run.
Well, guys, coming up next, we're going to solve a mystery here. Do the Falcons just love the road? What is going on? We break it down next, coming up on Football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by your Atlanta Nissan dealers. This is It Barbecue and Atlanta Peach Movers.
You guys are gonna love this. We've made it simple. We call it Beaver Direct. You don't have to visit the dealership to get a great deal on a new or used vehicle. Complete your entire purchase right online. At Beaver Direct, you can quickly obtain a credit approval, have your trade appraised, chat with a specialist, and even switch to video. Beaver Direct was designed to make your car buying experience fast, fun, and easy. We'll trailer your vehicle right to your doorstep for your private test drive. Log on to BeaverToyotaofCumming.com and click on the Beaver Direct button. You'll be done in no time.
Every day, we roll out before sunrise. Our dedication is what makes us reliable. Heating, cooling, hot water, plumbing, and electrical. Our results make us always reliable.
Get any size furnace for just $49.99 a month.
This is it. Our grandmother Leah had a special gift when it came to tasting food.
She could identify every single ingredient.
Honey, our vegetables are made with real ingredients. The perfect blend of seasoning. You know your grandmother taught me how to bake her sweet potato pie with one ingredient that sets us apart.
What's the ingredient? Get your This Is It now. Order online for pickup or get it delivered through Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, or Easy Cater. If I guess will you give it to me?
This might look like a cliffhanger.
But this is the Nissan sales event ad. There's something to hold on to.
This is the part where I rush to save the day.
Wow, what a ride.
Hurry in and save up to $42.62 on select models.
Better bring that home for the holidays.
Today's Atlanta Falcons report is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, find new roads.
And let's have a Falcons report brought to you by Georgia Drive Chevy. Welcome back into the mix, Terrence Mathis. The Falcons did a pretty good job against Cam Newton. Do you think that it holds up this week? What did they do? What was the secret in the sauce?
I think it was more Cam Newton than the Falcons. But the Falcons did what they were supposed to do. They created 2 turnovers, scored from those turnovers, and that was the difference in the game. They don't score those 14 points off of the 2 turnovers. It's a different game. But they did confuse Cam a little bit. The rush got to him, confused him in the secondary, and they just made plays. I think A.J. Terrell is a fine defensive back that's going to, he's a Pro Bowl back for sure, defensive back. But they did a good job of confusing Cam, and they created turnovers, which they needed to do.
Maybe that's what it was. They did what they were supposed to do, and we're all trying to figure out who are these people. So, Bob, do you think the Falcons have won all of their games away from Mercedes-Benz Stadium? You think it's the stadium that's the curse? They're just better on the road? What's going on?
Sometimes team gets a little niche developed when they get to travel.
Kanye messed
They get
it
the
up.
rituals down, You go hang out in the hotel. You get to focus in on things. I think they get a step away from their normal operation and make this business trip worthwhile. I think their study intensifies because they know what it's like to play in a hostile crowd. And nothing compares to being on the road and shutting some fans down because you're having success on the field. So I think it's one of those things that's, road trip, put on some fancy threads, and go out there and win a game.
Have any of you guys ever been on a team that is just cursed playing at home? Has that ever happened to any of you?
Hell yeah. I mean, we done played on games. We done played in seasons where, hell, we lost on the home and on the road. It didn't matter. You know what, though, Nikki? I mean, listen, when you're a good team, I remember Dan Reeves always say this. Y'all probably remember this. We got to win the home games. Dan used to always say that for us to win the division, you got to win the home games. The Falcons haven't had that success, but they need to try to figure that out and win some of the home games coming up.
Well, up next is San Francisco. So what do they need to do in San Francisco to keep this momentum going, Terrence?
Well, they just got to be consistent. Keep the football, time of possession offensively, and score points. I call Wade Stephen Curry cool because of the fact that he can drain threes from anywhere. So here's the thing, is that you have a kicker, you have a weapon, so you can be aggressive in the red zone and knowing that you're going to get 3 points from Steph Cool. So, I mean, that's all they have to do. That's really what they have to do.
Do what you're supposed to do. Guys, stick with us when we come back. We're going to talk about the wild card. You don't want to miss it. It's coming up next on Football's Play to Win.
Chevy is taking people lots of places this holiday.
We're going sledding. We're going to find the perfect tree. We're going to Nana.
Let your Chevy dealer take you there with Chevy Red Tags, where the price you see is the price you pay.
Happy holidays from Chevy.
Find new places, find new roads. Very well qualified buyers may also be eligible to get 0% financing on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, you may qualify for $500 bonus cash when you find your red tag. Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
It was raining. My wife and I, we were on the way home, and we was at a complete stop.
and this guy runs into another car that runs into us and completely smashed my back trunk all the way into the back seat. That was a tough moment. If we hadn't hired Mulligan Associates, I don't think we would have had the best representation. My wife and I were very happy with our results and our cases and our outcomes. We were happy, definitely.
This might look like a cliffhanger.
But this is the Nissan sales event ad. There's something to hold on to.
This is the part where I rush to save the day.
Wow, what a ride.
Hurry in and save up to $42.62 on select models.
Better bring that home for the holidays.
It's bow time. Usually, you should be careful what you wish for, but not when it comes to Bojangles' Bolder Than Bold Chicken Supremes. Wish away, chicken lovers. It's bow time.
Today's NFL Report is being brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air, servicing Atlanta's heating and air conditioning needs for over 40 years.
Welcome back. Our NFL Report is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. 3 weeks left in the NFL season. Let's take a look at some of these wild card standings and try to use our magic crystal balls to figure out who is going to be the last man standing here. Bob, who's on the bubble that makes it out?
I tell you what, the Falcons are in prime opportunity. You have to win to stay in this hunt, and they have to fly into San Francisco and beat a very, very formidable opponent. That tight end is a monster, but we got a monster tight end of our own. Chuck said I couldn't talk about the Falcons' defensive line, but they have been rushing the passer and getting more sacks than usual. So that was my shameless plug on the effort that it's going to take for the Falcons to stay in that hunt and start with a victory. They got to take it 1 week at a time.
See how your boy came with me, Nikki? See how Bob come with me? Look, I didn't say nothing about the Falcons' defensive line. They rushed. They got a little bit of pressure this week and did a good job against Carolina. But against the San Francisco 49ers, they got to stop the run. But to me, Nikki, it's the Niners. As far as all those teams in the wild card, I'm telling you, the Niners are running the ball. Listen, Garoppolo is making big plays. Deebo Samuel's a great running back and receiver. And you got George Kittle at tight end. Something tells me in the end, when this thing is all said and done, this team's going to have a chance to be one of the teams that has something to do with saying who plays for the NFC Championship. Trust the facts that I just told you. Trust me. Trust me.
Trust me. I'm a doctor. Okay, let's switch it over now to the AFC. Terrence, I'm going to give you the floor on this one. Who's going to take those final 3 spots?
Well, Pittsburgh been disappointing. You know what I love about Pittsburgh, though? The last game they played well in the second half. If they just switched that to the first half, they'll be higher up there. But here's, Cincinnati was disappointing, lost last week, and I don't see Cleveland making it at all. So, you're looking at Buffalo and Indianapolis right now. Those are the teams that right there that has a sure spot, I feel, to make the playoffs.
Pittsburgh.
Chuck, do you have an injury?
T-Mac making me want to lean back. He said Pittsburgh. No. Man, Pittsburgh ain't got no chance to do nothing in the playoffs.
Disappointing this year. I said Pittsburgh has been disappointing this year. I said Pittsburgh has been disappointing this year.
Sorry. I'm about to be 52 on the 21st. I'm sorry.
Well, that was fun. That's what we call beating a dead horse, guys. When we come up next, we're going to have some final thoughts. And you two, I'm going to separate you two for the next block. And we're going to have Jeffrey the Ed Schechter's picks. It's all coming up next on Football's Play to Win.
We get uncomfortable to restore your comfort. Our commitment is what makes us reliable. Heating, cooling, hot water, plumbing, and electrical. Our results make us always reliable.
Only $19.99 a month for a new water heater.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, baby.
We love you. We're proud of you.
I love you.
Just want to let you know that I love you.
This might look like a cliffhanger.
But this is the Nissan sales event ad. There's something to hold on to.
This is the part where I rush to save the day.
Wow, what a ride.
Hurry in and save up to $42.62 on select models.
Better bring that home for the holidays.
Today's college and NFL predictions report is being brought to you by the Georgia Department of Public Health. Vaccination is the best tool to protect lives and stop the spread of COVID-19 in Georgia. Learn more at dph.georgia.gov/COVID-vaccine.
Welcome back. Our college and NFL predictions are brought to you by the Georgia Department of Public Health. It's time for those picks, Jeffrey. You were 3 for 3 last week. Let's see if you can do it again.
Well, the bowl season begins. First week is not the best games, but there are some opportunities. Brigham Young is in the Independence Bowl. They're a 7-point favorite over UAB. UAB is a decent team. I think Brigham Young is a very good team. Give the 7 with Brigham Young. In the LA Bowl, Oregon State is 7.5 over Utah State. Oregon State's gotten better. Utah State's come from nowhere. I like Utah State with the 7.5. And then finally, it's the Frisco Bowl, San Diego State against UTSA, which is Texas San Antonio. Texas San Antonio is 2.5-point favorite. For some reason, San Diego State underperforms against good teams. Give the 2.5 with Texas San Antonio. In the pros, I love this team. Love getting him as a dog. How many pick sixes is Wentz going to throw? Take New England with 2.5. Tennessee's defense is excellent. Pittsburgh, I don't know. They just don't have it. Give the 2 at Tennessee. Miami 10 over the Jets. Whatever Miami scores will be the final. One other thing I want to say. I've been watching football for a long time. That pass last Thursday night, the last play of the game that Roethlisberger threw was the greatest pass. I never, like a rocket for 30-some-odd yards in between two guys. The guy couldn't hold on, but greatest pass I've ever seen. And good luck on your picks.
Quick thought, Terrence?
Well, I was asked a question, do we want to see this year's Falcons team in the playoffs? And I said yes. I said because what it does is you give you experience, and then it kind of gives you a chance to attract some free agents. So yes, we would want to see this team in the playoffs because it's going to help them in the future.
Nikki, I want to talk about Micah Parsons. I think he's going to become only the second defensive player of the year ever as a rookie. The Cowboys got a superstar, Micah Parsons. Bet on it, defensive player of the year.
Just a nice little bonus prediction there, guys. Thank you, and thank you all for joining us for another week of football's Play to Win. Stay safe out there, and as always, the conversation continues online until we see you all next Saturday, 9 a.m. on Fox 5.
Today's show has been brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air, Bojangles, and your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers, Chevrolet. Find new roads.